You're a cold-blooded lover, sure ain't got no soul. Yeah, you're a cold-blooded lover, sure ain't got no soul.
You're listening to Blues America. Blues America. Blues America.
6'5", 300 pounds. Size like this, you baby. That's how I get around. Got a black Cadillac, and I got 4 doors. We are messing with a Texas blues man, baby. Yes, anything go hold. I'm a Texas blues man. Yeah, baby, I'm a blues man. I'm a Texas blues man, yeah. Yeah, yeah, oh, from Amarillo to Brownsville, from El Paso, baby, to Duncanville. Listen, y'all, from the Red River to Trinity Valley, too. I come all the way from Texas, baby, just to sing the blues for you. I'm a Texas blues man. Yeah, blues man. I'm a Texas blues man, mama. Hey, yeah.
Today's top 5 include a blues shouter, Sugar Ray Rayford, at number 5 with Texas Bluesman, a tribute to his home state of Texas, featured on his new album. At number 4, it's the Texas Horns, featuring W.C. Clark with Cold-Blooded Lover. Piano legend Henry Gray with Bob Cortor with Blues Won't Let Me Take My Rest at number 3. Ronnie Earl and the Broadcasters at number 2 with It Takes Time from his new album Father's Day. And the number 1 album on Blues America, Buddy Guy, featuring Kim Wilson with Kiss Me Quick. This is Blues America, a little program broadcasting weekly on Arizona radio, KFNX, and featuring your source for blues talk. More information is available on our website at bluesamerica.com, including the playlist, the photo of the week, and the blues news. Contact the show at bluesamerica@gmail.com, and if you missed anything, that's okay. Just press rewind on our streaming 2-hour media feed online now. Special guest Hans Olson is coming up next after a quick break.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Damn right we got the blues. Blues America. Right now.
Around this great big world of ours. I've been in trains and planes and buses and trucks and little cars with this beat up old guitar and a harmonica too, my only true companion.
You're listening to Blues America. I'm sitting down with Arizona's famed blues singer, songwriter, harmonica, and guitar player, Hans Olson, at Record High Vinyl in Phoenix at 4242 East University Drive. Hans, before the break, we were talking about Lee Oskar. How long have you known him?
I was the first professional he met that was using it without him suggesting it, right? I just saw him in a store one day, and I was a big fan of Lee Oskar from wartime, and his style affected me a lot. He did horn licks, horn parts, where I didn't even know they were harmonica for years in those war songs. It was a totally different sound and powerful and, big riffs. And so I stole a lot of his technique, and then I started playing those harmonicas. And it was right at a time where I was starting to be old and said, how long can you do this with the air, After a long harp solo, I felt like I'd run a mile. And I go, ooh, this is getting harder. The Honers actually were going down in quality right at that time. And the Lee Oskars were all scientifically made, very professionally made. And now Honer has gone back up. They have all just as high quality. But at the time, those Marine bands were you were losing 50% of the air you were putting into them. Anyways, they lasted me 10 times as long when I first started. And I said, it's a money thing with me. I can't afford to keep replacing these Marine bands. And so then the first time I met Lee was probably 20 years ago. And he said, oh my God, you're playing a Lee Oskar harp. He said, I was about to tell you all about him. And I go, no. I've been using them for years and I love them. So we got along really good. And we did a few gigs together. And I still play Lee Oskars.
So Hans, So how many albums have you recorded now?
Well, I'm confused now because I did a few albums for that Fervor label that I didn't think were going to be albums, and I didn't read the fine print. I thought I was just doing songs to be submitted to TV, and they said we don't make CDs. So I said, well, good. So people aren't going to hear this. You know what I mean? It's not for public consumption. But what I didn't read was, and when I didn't think about, was downloads, which is the way they do things now. And they got all the control over the downloads, and I got all the control over CDs. They said, if you want to do a CD, go ahead. We don't even want any money from it because you're not going to make any money. And they're right. I never made any money. And then suddenly, this thing I didn't think was ever going to be offered to the public. Somebody bought one off the internet. They said, I downloaded your new album. I said, I don't have an album. And then I went on and looked, and it was one of those compilations. And that was funny because they had asked me to do a specific thing, which was traditional Chicago blues things. And I said, yeah, I've never done that. That's not what I do. But I can do it, I know how. And I said, well, since nobody's ever going to hear it, I'll just play like every other blues band in the world. And I did. And then they put a title on it, they get a cover, and they put it on the internet. And people are going, wow, you finally got it. That cracked me up. They go, you finally learned how to play the blues. And I said, well, I could have done that 40 years ago. I just didn't want to. Thought it was boring. But that album has made me more money than all of my albums put together, maybe times 2. So I'm happy I did it. But, and now I kind of even don't mind listening to it. I played some killer lead guitar on it, which I had always had lead guitar players on my albums. And then I played all the lead, and I really enjoyed it. But I'm guessing around, if you count all those ones I did for them, probably about 17 albums.
Sometimes I feel like I can't go on. But sometimes I think I got myself an answer. Every time I play this western wind song,